Hi there, it's Regina. Thank you for joining me for another week. This week, instead of bringing you affirmations, I'd like to inspire you through quotes about limiting beliefs in hopes to give you a few different perspectives that will be thought-provoking and promote an open mindset. Understanding first what a limiting belief is and what it means to have one. Then, what are the deep-seated triggers that may have occurred to cause them? And what methods you can use to identify them is essential to having the awareness to start exploring ways to overcome them. Listen now to my voice as I bring you quotes from some amazing leaders, authors, and change makers in the world. You begin to fly when you let go of self-limiting beliefs and allow your mind and aspirations to rise to greater heights. Brian Tracy. Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Mary Kay Ash. Do just once what others say you can't do, and you will never pay attention to their limitations again. James Cook. Learning too soon our limitations, we never learn our powers. Mignon McLaughlin. Every person takes the limits of their own field of vision for the limits of the world. Arthur Schopenhauer. I'm not interested in your limiting beliefs. I'm interested in what makes you limitless. Brendan Bouchard. If you accept a limiting belief, then it will become a truth for you. Louise Hay. Do the uncomfortable. Become comfortable with these acts. Prove to yourself that your limiting beliefs die a quick death if you will simply do what you feel uncomfortable doing. Darren Rouse. Remember, we all get what we tolerate, so stop tolerating excuses within yourself. Limiting beliefs of the past are half-assed and fearful states. Tony Robbins. We are put on this planet only once, and to limit ourselves to the familiar is a crime against our minds. Roger Ebert. Life has no limitations except the ones you make. Les Brown. The human body has limitations. The human spirit is boundless. Dean Karnazes. Our limitations in success will be based most often on your own expectations for ourselves. What the mind dwells upon, the body acts upon. Dennis Waitley. Argue for your limitations, and sure enough, they're yours. Richard Bach. If we can see past preconceived limitations, then the possibilities are endless. Amy Purdy. I'm not going to limit myself just because people won't accept the fact that I can do something else. Dolly Parton. Don't put a limit on anything. The more you dream, the further you get. Michael Phelps. If you always put limits on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. Bruce Lee. There are stories we take on from our culture, and there are stories based on our own personal history. Some of those stories lock us in limiting beliefs and lead to suffering and there are others that can move us toward freedom. Tara Brach. Know that all the limiting beliefs from your family, your friends, your fears, and the world will begin to come up once you start to take action. Move through them. This part of the process is where we begin to grow as individuals into who we were meant to be by challenging all of these limiting beliefs and fears. Maston Kipp. All too often, we're filled with negative and limiting beliefs. We're filled with doubt. We're filled with guilt or with a sense of unworthiness. We have a lot of assumptions about the way the world is that are actually wrong. Jack Canfield. They say misery loves company, but so does mediocrity. Don't let the limiting beliefs of others limit what's possible for you. Hal Elrod. Running is a road to self-awareness and reliance. You can push yourself to extremes and learn the harsh reality of your physical and mental limitations. Or coast quietly down a solitary path, watching the earth spin beneath your feet. Doris Brown Heritage. Chronic self-doubt is a symptom of the core belief, I'm not good enough. We adopt these types of limiting beliefs in response to our family and childhood experiences. They become rooted in the subconscious. We have the ability to take action to override it. Lauren Mackler. The only limits you have are the limits you believe. Wayne Dyer. The failure to read good books both enfeebles the vision and strengthens our most fatal tendency, the belief that the here and now is all there is. Alan Bloom. Limiting beliefs leads to limiting thoughts. Limiting thoughts leads to limiting actions. Change your beliefs and watch your actions change. Charles F. Glassman. Limiting beliefs are a virus of the mind. They decline your success and happiness. Maddie Malhotra. We speak about losing our minds as if it is a bad thing. I say lose your mind. Do it purposefully. Find out who you really are beyond your thoughts and beliefs. Lose your mind. Find your soul. Veronica Tagaleva. One of the first things I do with people is help them figure out what their limiting beliefs are, and then encourage them to question, well, do I really want to keep that one? Is it limiting me? Does it not fit me? Is it holding me back? Deborah King. As soon as you awaken to the power you have, you begin to flex the muscles of your courage. Then you can dream bravely, letting go of your limiting beliefs and pushing past your fears. You can start to come up with a truly original dream that germinates in your soul and bears fruit in your life. Alberto Villado. Don't ever let others impose their self-limiting beliefs on to you. They don't have the courage and spirit that you do. Mia Yamanouchi. It is our interpretation of the past, our limiting beliefs, and our undigested pain that stop us from being able to move forward with clear direction. Debbie Ford. Dialogue is about freeing human beings from the beliefs and attitudes that make human beings miserable. Ollie Anderson. We are born perfect, full of love, potential, self-faith, and brilliance. But from the moment we are born, we begin to walk away from our authentic nature and take on the false beliefs, limiting assumptions, and fears of the world around us. Robin S. Sharma. You have the power in the present moment to change limiting beliefs and consciously plant the seeds for the future of your choosing. As you change your mind, you change your experience. Sergey King. You are only as limited as your beliefs. Jennifer Hodagatz. Most of your struggles with managing your time are due to self-limiting beliefs. Change your mindset and you will be able to do a lot more in a lot less time. Vivek Naik.